dwarven. There's some general like words more than like sentences, but you can try to roll a history and see if you can't read some of the pictographs. They seem to be very, very old.
Are they also dwarvish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and an 8. So I would say at least you can read it. So you are able to decipher that this is a tale of the finding of this entryway into the mountain. It is kind of a Genesis story of the dwarves, the mountain dwarves tapping into this place and finding really their entry into Grunrundi.
Interesting. It seems like this is the halfway into Grunrundi, or at least when the dwarves first found this place.
Just like the Stoneborn.
Go ahead.
Nah.
We're probably in a very old part of Grunrundi, which could mean a few things. That no one else is around and it's still safe, or that the worst stuff is here.
I checked my dagger.
Finbar, you seem to know the lore of this place better than anyone. If this is a worst-case scenario, what could we be looking at?
Does it say anything in the pictograms about like what they find here? Like, the dwarves delved too deep and too greedily and they came across the Balrog, you know.
Right, right.
I know what the worst case is, I know. It's the black ladies from the entertainment district with the sushi.
The sushi women. The drow ladies with the sushi.
The drow ladies and the sushi women. Okay.
Yep.
Well, we can handle that then.
Oh yes, it's actually called their place is called the Big Black Cat. So,
learn from our mistakes.
Yeah. So, I would say Finbar, what you're able to take from that is not that they, well, actually, you keep reading down the wall, and you find that it kind of tells a little bit of a story that once they tapped in, they found some pretty ancient people here, but it's one section in particular that catches your eye, and it's actually much farther into the room, so you guys have kind of walked a ways in, and it shows that they did find something. They found the Grey Dwarves here, and they were attacked. That a great battle took place.
Are any of you familiar with the Grey Dwarves or the Duergar? They are the more greyish cousins, as the name would suggest, of the dwarves. There was a big battle here, a lot of them died, so might be some undead dwarves around here if history is anything to go by.
You mean the corrupt Stoneborn? Oh man, I hate those bloody things.
Sure.
You can be so hateful.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Bruce.
I would say I prefer a dead dwarf to a living one, but in this case, that might not be true.
You guys are really racist, you know.
It's an elf thing. Don't worry.
So that's an elf.
Just elf.
It's a really racist thing as well.
I half get behind that being a half elf.
Only 50% of me.
About 50% of me agrees.
I mean, I despise the Stoneborn for their industry. That's all.
Understood.
Is there? Can I take a look around to make sure that none of the walls are trapped, or there may be something?
I mean,
remains?
who traps
Sure.
a wall?
Why don't you roll an investigation?
Who even does that? You gotta be a...
Who does that?
Yes, caverns are never trapped in Dungeons and Dragons.
I guess dwarves, maybe. They would do that, wouldn't they?
All right. What a nap one.
It's safe, you guys.
This is like Disneyland.
Trust me, I know. No
They
problem.
actually have traps for us to put down.
I do have it. I have a trap if you want.
Oh, you actually have one.
I have a trap, yeah.
That's fine. So, you don't really find anything. Does anybody want to investigate the old crates or anything else in the room? There is a clear tunnel out that goes like deeper in, past the lava. You kind of have to walk around like the backside almost of that piece of wall that is running down.
Investigate it? Sure thing.
Yep, investigation. Oh, okay. At a 13, you go check out the crates. They are super duper old. You don't really find a whole lot, except when you pop one of the crates open, it's full of a strange white stone. Not hard like marble, more soft like a limestone. And it's got a strange like veining running through it that seems magical of a sort.
I poke it with my dagger.
Poke. Nothing really happens. But it does look to be some kind of white impressively rare box full of these like chunks of.
I assume it's evil and throw it in the lava.
Yeah, it goes and melts very quickly, as if heat makes it malleable.
So the stone is dagger-proof, but not
Interesting knowledge.
solid investigation.
Yep. Yeah,
Good
solid
work,
investigation.
all.
Solid
I
investigation.
think we've nailed this room.
Passable. Passable.
100% completion on
One
this
of my
room.
hands clean of it. Yeah.
Is there like a piece of it left that I can look at to see like is this
Yeah, there's a whole crate full of it.
is this purely like gem or is there like a something biological to it, like either plant or animal like?
Roll a. I would take an Arcana. I would also take a Nature check.
I think nature's more up my alley. I don't have a bonus to either, but I just feel like that's what I would do. 5.
Out of 5. Out of 5, it is definitely not a crystal. It's not. It doesn't seem like a rare gemstone. It's more like along your rare metals. It would be used to make something from.
I try to bite it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to teeth, right? It's hard to your teeth.
Also take 48 of burning damage.
He didn't pull it out of the. There's a whole crate full of it.
No, I mean, but he's gonna bite it as it's going in the lava, right?
No, there's other pieces.
Yeah, he grabbed a different piece than the one you threw. So, anybody roll an Arcana on the stone?
I can Fergus my slobber cover.
Anybody want to?
Solid try.
A solid 9. A solid 9. And a 4. We're doing great.
There it is.
Oh!
There it is.
Yeah, you guys are like turning it over and like, I don't know, whispering. Fergus walks up and he's
I think
like,
it is a kitten.
Now everybody has my
right, everybody, love the kitties. Fergus walks over and knows exactly what it is. Not because he's seen it before, I guess, in this timeline, his alternate timeline. But he knows that it is super duper magical. Specifically, psionic magic, as if something could be cast on it and it could be used to control. Mind magic. It is
Fergus.
susceptible.
With complicated things and plots. So he realizes that this could be a thing to control things and tries to figure out how he could use that to save Doug.
Oh.
Finbar like you.
I mean, you can roll an insight on that, maybe how you could use it to help Doug. I would say you're so
Fergus,
caught up
you
on
can't
the stamp.
control the tunnel.
You at a 12, at a 12, you're like, I don't know, can I make shoes out of it and click his heels 3 times together?
You already have a way to control doors, Fergus. It's with your hands.
Yeah.
But
So
I say in homage, laddie boy, just throw it in. It's not gonna do anything to help the turtle.
You never know.
Perhaps you should hang on to it. You never know.
yeah, and
It
you
is
can
worth
you can
something.
keep a chunk if you want, Fergus. You do recognize, because all of you actually have traveled through the Galleria, and you've probably met one of the guides at some point, that it seems to be the similar material of the mask that the guides wear.
It's all the same color.
Oh
It's all like white with this like strange gray and blue veining throughout.
I can put it in my satchel. Like I've
It's
never
white and
revealed my
vein.
satchel yet in the entire thing. So like he'll take it out and he'll put it in his satchel, and anyone who looks, they'll see like little bits of string and shiny smooth glass and like stone.
Oops, that's not what I wanted. Here, I actually have a picture of the way the mask. Let's see if I can. I don't usually drop stuff in, but I bet you. I believe in me that I
trust
can
you.
do it.
I think it's in the journal, right?
Yeah, it is. You can pull it. It says guide mask. I'll make it big right now. Giant. There it is. So you can kind of see it almost has like this like veiny quality to it. All the guides wear this. You guys are staring at like a piece of ore of a similar, material.
Gotcha.
The room altogether though seems empty, at least from what you can tell and based upon your stealth rolls.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah. You guys are like, oh, that's just a little lore for you, no big deal.
I wouldn't read into that ellipses at the end of that sentence in my head. Just walk on right through.
And you guys are able to continue like through the door, which is really the only way to go unless you go back to the water. And it is kind of leads you through this dark, actually relatively warm. It's beginning to get very hot. It's almost like the walls are sweating. Room. More lava in this room. It runs around kind of the exterior. And as you all begin to enter, you're going to want to roll another stealth for me. And I'll also take a perception. So everybody roll stealth first, and then we'll all roll perception so Chelsea doesn't get confused.
19.
Shite.
Oh, nat onesies. Little nat onesies.
Fergus,
There
no.
it is.
Would you say the pass without a trace is worn off?
For sure by now. Like we've hit the pass without a trace point. Oh, okay. So Finbar is actually the only one that actually passes the stealth check. Fergus rolled the 8, or rolled the nat 1. Now everybody roll a perception for me.
I rolled
Fergus.
19 on that perception.
Focus is maybe using his shocking grasp to try and continue making the tunnel bigger and just chipping things away. Like,
yeah, and you guys all.
I hear this happening. Push him to the ground. Get next to him, and minor illusion a rock where we are.
That's fine. It doesn't minor illusion the sound away though. Like you mean like in front of you? Yeah. Pew pew pew.
No, I mean if anything sees us.
Okay, sure. I mean, it will know based upon where the sound of magic is coming from that you guys are there.
There's also a lingering cloud of smoke.
Yeah, there's like, oh yeah, that's right. You have that lingering cloud of smoke, like the end of a revolver, as it finishes firing. And out in terms of a perception, so Solo, you definitely see it as Fergus makes all this noise. You can see at the far end of the room, there is a giant pile of bones, of discarded remains. There's no flesh on them, but from it rises 3 different specters, all of them dwarven, all of them warriors, and they begin to head straight for you with their kind of like bluish, ghostly, like...
What are they?
They're specters.
There it is. Okay.
I said, break off. We have company, friends. And I break my staff, hit it on the ground.
Cool.
The dagger comes out and I fly into combat.
Nice.
Charge up my.
I tell Ferguson, Nomish, take my sword. Even if you don't know how to use it, just swing. Like and then I take out my dagger. I take out my dagger and hold my shield in my other hand. Like because I'm going shield and dagger this time.
Nice. Okay, cool. Shield and dagger. I love it. Okay. So we are going to roll initiative. So just kind of you can ready yourselves if there's a very particular action you want to take. But roll me some initiative on these specters here. Yeah.
I'm gonna luck my initiative roll.
Oh, okay, cool. You want to go first?
19. Oh, I can just choose an at 20?
Usually I roll it, but for the sake of today, because I don't want to deal with percentiles because I've already typed shit in, I'm going to say...
Well, I rolled a 19.
I was about to say, or I take advantage. You can take advantage if you want to.
I got a 19.
Oh, and he rolled a 20. So all the specters will go first, because you woke them up in their piss. Followed by Bruce. Whoop. Get myself in order here. Bruce. Followed by Fergus. Strangely enough, this is a similar order as last time. Followed by, stepping up there, Jacobo.
I got better. Got
better. And then it will be... Finbar, did you roll? Oh, yes, you did. I'm sorry. You rolled a 15. Yep, Finbar next. Solo. And I think Kelric.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. Yep, okay, cool. All right, and first up is the specters. And the 3 of them kind of fan out. The first one heads straight for Fergus and will reach you because the room's not very big. It's relatively small and the bones are taking up most of the space.
So since I haven't moved yet and I'm right next to him since because of the illusion, like would this invoke anything from me?
You mean in terms of the rock illusion?
No. I mean, like, just attack-wise, because we're obviously getting up.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are all up and, like, in combat. Like, when they started moving to you, all took action. They are actively moving towards you, and it is their turn, so they are taking action on Fergus. They're not attacking you. You can take, if you are a rogue, I think you get a reaction, maybe, like a dash or dodge, at the end of your turn. But in terms of the action, it's on the first one attacks Fergus. The Spectre is going to use some potent.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's going to use what's called Forceful Slam as it kind of like and like hits you in the body with its like ghostly form. It's cold and uninviting as it hisses at you. So let's see. Let's see if it hits. At a 9, does not probably hit.
No.
No.
Actually, let's double check that because Fergus is squishy.
He is squishy.
So. No.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
closer than I'd like it to be though.
Yeah, you managed to like dodge it. You're like, it's coming towards you, and it like almost passes right by you, and you get a little like poltergeist jelly on your arm. I don't know why it leaves behind jelly, but
Polter jelly.
Polter jelly. And it's actually your turn, Fergus.
I can make some.
Oh, no, it's not. It's the other Spectre's turn. Second Spectre, I'm sorry, is going to attack Bruce because he is ready and willing. And it's going to do the same thing. It's going to use this attack slam as its kind of like initial turn. At a 21 to hit.
I am going to... I think I can make you re-roll with luck.
Oh, okay.
So you can roll another d20, and I'll choose which one I want to hit me.
Sounds good.
I'll take. It doesn't matter. They both hit.
They both hit.
Solid try. That's solid try.
Yeah. So it does. It smashes you, and you feel it. You feel it as it like, and it passes through you. And is now on the back side of you as it forcefully slams you, and you are going to take 3d6. And 11 points of damage as it smashes into your body. And the last, and certainly but not least, is going to go to Salo because you made noise as you came in, like, ready yourselves! And it didn't like that as you woke it from its slumber. And it too will, excuse me. No. They didn't do so hot. At a 4, it doesn't hit you, and it too misses you. And we begin with Roosh.
Okay. If it's alright, I'd like to bonus action spam key for what can I do? I think I can do step of the wind to just I'll do a patient defense.
Okay.
Which I'm going to take a step back, so you get an attack of opportunity, but at disadvantage. If you want the attack of opportunity.
Oh, it will definitely take it as a life drain, in fact.
Ooh.
This time it reaches out and like its cold hand tries to reach for your shoulder as you move away. 15 to hit. Oh, but I gotta take disadvantage. You're right. I'm sorry.
Well, it doesn't matter. 15 won't hit, so unless you roll critical fumble.
Yep, cool. All right, so doesn't hit and doesn't do any damage. Did you make your attack, or are you just stepping out?
I stepped out, and now I'm going to shoot it with 2 sunbolts.
Cool. Pew pew.
So the first one's a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Second one is a 24 to hit.
Hit.
So that's going to be 5 plus 8, 13 radiant damage.
Nice. It like as it you see the like hit it almost like chips away parts of its like ghostly form, and it screams. This dwarven specter. Yeah, it does not like that. It's terrible.
I'm sorry, it's not a very manly scream for a dwarf. Sorry, just.
It's alright. Yeah, work on that.
Move back a little bit more.
Okay, cool. Yep, and yeah, you can take that action. And it is Fergus's turn.
Fergus will be standing at the back, now holding the short sword in 2 hands and like running around a little bit, like, okay. Creepy dwarf. What am I even doing with this? And he'll just like find a rock or a crate and just rest it on it and like take hold of his stick from home again. And he's going.
Use the blade, you bloody fool! Come on!
He's going to
show your prowess for our kind.
Empower a shocking grasp. Actually, no. He's not going to empower it. He's going to extend it. Sorry, he's going to extend it so he doesn't have to touch them. And shocking grasp someone.
Oh!
Nice.
What did it hit? Man, oh man. Ooh, yeah, and you actually see it like it like contorts as the lightning like runs through magically runs through this ghostly figure. And that's the one that attacked you, correct, Fergus?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you did the one right in front of you. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it kind of like shakes a little bit as it comes to, and you let off that beautiful smoke. And it moves right along to Jacobo.
All right, I'm gonna take my bonus action to cast Magic Weapon on my longsword.
Oh, nice. Okay,
This
cool.
turns it immediately into a +1 longsword. So let me drag that in there so I can use it. All right, good. And I'm gonna move to the closest specter and swing it with my longsword.
Great. That's actually the one with Salo and
Perfect. So it'd be 23.
Yeah. Oh, total hit. And it because you made the sword magical, it definitely does the slashing damage.
Perfect. So that's a second roll. I missed. So it's gonna be 1. It was slash roll, right?
Yep, slash. So just you can actually click longsword in roll 20. It'll roll your damage for you. Aha. Oh.
It just keeps giving me.
Oh, weird. It keeps giving you the roll. Okay, so well then you roll a manual.
Give me 1 second.
That's cool.
+3 for my strength.
Yep.
So it's a 10.
Nice. Okay.
10 slashing damage.
Yeah. And you guys see him. I don't. How do you magically make your sword magic? Like, what's it look
so
like?
I'm gonna run my hand along the blade of the sword, and just kind of swing it a little bit. Strike my sword. That's 1 attack, doing 10 slashing damage.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just kind of runes. Sure, magical runes. And
Cool.
then second attack from extra attack. Same thing. Long sword, 25.
Yeah. Hit.
So. 4. 7. Another 7.
Woo! How do you kill that specter?
Ooh, okay. First strike is gonna just run along its diagonally over its side. And the other one, I'm gonna quote unquote decapitate it.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like you pass it through like the area where the neck is, and it kind of like separates, and you see it, look in its eyes, and it like disappears right in front of you.
Solid.
Yeah.
Magic weapon lasts up to an hour.
Cool. Okay, great. Good to know. Awesome. And Finbar, it is your turn. How would you like to act in this moment?
I will use my rapier to find the nearest gentleman who claims to be a poltergeist. In fact, no, I will use my... No, I don't have my whip. Ah, damn it. I'll try to use my whip on them. Instead I use my rapier.
Yes.
For a 20.
Woo! At a 20, hit.
For 7 points of damage, so it was not a critical hit.
Nice.
I do have a bonus action to use my inspiration. Unfortunately, I never use it.
That's okay. Actually, this one
On
was already
principle.
damaged.
Good.
So you can you take him out. The one that was battling. I was trying to think. It was Jacobo. Actually, no. Yeah, it was Bruce. The one that was with Bruce. So you go ahead and stab right through it, and it also poofs. Yeah, it like
man in a French maid outfit just murders his undead dude. I'm embarrassed for you.
I was gonna say I need character art of that.
Can I just as a free action just reach over and like pat him on the shoulder, on the back? That was really good.
Thank you. I know.
Hang on.
Do what you gotta do.
You do you.
I need to say thank you for the food. Okay, so yeah, and we're moving right along. Salo, it is your turn. How would you like to handle the specter in front of you? We are down to just one.
As I sidestep him in his misattack, I come back ground up with my staff, the blade spinning, and I swing at his stupid face.
Solid.
I love your character. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is a good character.
For my first attack.
At a 9 does not hit.
Aha, but I was just distracting him as I come back for my second attack.
Oh, hit.
There it is.
Yep, nice. Okay. Roll that damage.
Meant to do that.
I totally meant to do that the first time.
The blade finds him.
Almost dead, not quite, but
I will also take my unarmed strike, following up, spinning around with a hammer fist.
gonna backhand a ghost. Yes.
I've had enough of this. Your shenanigans. Go back to hell.
You just literally slap this ghost into oblivion.
Solid.
Yeah.
Is he dead?
You're like, yeah, he's done. He's dead. You like hit him upside the head or punch him however you wanted to make that unarmed strike.
That was my signature move. The bitch slap of death.
It does. And as soon as it lands, you see the dwarf's face like contort.
And then I come back and I salute him as he falls.
And he goes, no. And he's gone. And you guys are left standing in this room with a giant pile of ancient dwarven bones that were left over from the battles here.
as they're disappearing, I'm gonna be like, if you find my crossbow, can you send it back to the future?
That's right. You hear the specter go, no.
Ah!
Nerds.
Yeah. No, they're not in agreement to sending your crossbow back.
It was a good guy.
And the room is empty other than these bones, and there's another door that leads you deeper and deeper into the mountain. And it's getting warmer the deeper you guys go as you continue to travel.
Yeah, I take the bit of blanket that was on my face, and I'm going to wipe the stuff off of my short sword and throw the bit of blanket into the lava.
Nice. Okay, yeah, you burn up like the specter gooey blanket as you wipe everything down.
No, I mean the blanket on my face.
Oh, okay, yeah, but you said you wiped something?
Oh yeah, I wiped my short sword with from the herb.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, they don't have the herb. They would have had like gooey ghost gross.
No, I mean the one I gave Fergus.
Oh my god, ghost herpes.
Ghost herpes. Yeah, we're stepping it up a notch. Oh, you're talking about the one you got back from Fergus. Yeah, you wipe it down and are able to toss the rag. I see what you're saying. Back into the lava, and you hear it sizzle up behind you as you continue walking, and you begin to hear the sound of voices off in the distance. A large group of voices. These are not ghosts by any means. Seems to be a kind of meeting of the minds. They seem to be holding some kind of office or a meeting.
My friends, do you mind if I take point on this one?
Absolutely. Of course, I would like to understand what meeting is going on here, what they're talking about. This might have relevance to the greater plot of my main self.
I think that is wise.
I think what I appreciate about you the most is your confidence.
Yes.
Yes. Slowly edge forward towards the...
I will come with you. I'll be half a step behind you at all times.
Crouch low, and again...
In that maid costume, that's creepy.
I'll be about 6.5 inches behind you at all times.
Oh my god, what a joke!
I have a way to
Just
tell.
an inch away from safety.
Just enough space for Jesus.
In what I like to call the danger zone.
I live life on the edge of the west.
Everybody's like, I don't even know what to say to that.
I don't know.
You guys, you creep forward and peer into a room filled with nothing really. It's just a round room that has doors all around it and a giant well in the middle, some kind of like empty well. And there are a set of collectors actually from the antiques market you can rightfully make out based upon their kind of like mixed collection of junk that they've built their armor and things out of. And they are actively dumping bags of gold down a giant hole. Like they're just like pouring it in.
See anything recognizable? Symbols, clothing? There.
On the ceiling, there's a giant painting of Grunrundi.
Finbar, I believe this is your territory, but if you follow my lead, we may be able to get the
I'll translate if they're in Dwarven.
They are. It's kind of a mixture. There's some half elves.
Okay.
Most of them are human. And surprisingly enough, they're all older. They're not very young. They seem to have lived their lives fully in the antiques market. And like I said, it's taking, they're all kind of dumping bags and holding court. And they're like, I'm glad we got this in time. We would have been in so much trouble. You hear a woman go, yes, I know. This kind of older woman. She's like, the last time we got in trouble with Grunrundi, he killed one of us, right?
Would you follow my lead on this one, Finbar? I slowly begin to creep into the circle. And I start laughing, and I tap Finbar on the shoulder. Do I see one who might be taking charge, or somebody who might be leading this group?
There's a man that kind of like steps forward from the group as you guys come in laughing, and he says, he's like, I'm sorry, but how did you get down here?
And just to be clear, it's just those two because they said they went ahead.
Correct. You guys are kind of in the doorway. You can hear this, and you can even peek around the corner and see it. But if you want to be incognito, I would need you to roll the stealth for the ones that hold back.
I mean, we're just standing there, right?
Yes, but they'll be able to, if you are wanting, holy crap, double that 20. I'm gonna say with a double nat 20, Fergus uses his gnome body to actually shield all of you. Like all of you are able to just like he's like smacking you guys on the hand and going shh, shh, shh. Yeah, and he's like hiding you. So you guys are able to like peek around the corner and they don't notice you peeking around the corner at them as Solo and Finbar walk ever closer. And there's a gentleman that steps forward and looks at you and asks you that question. What do you do? How did you get here?
So, Bonker, come on, man. Look at my face. We are of a friendly sort, and as I do so, I cast my friend's cantrip to make myself familiar to him. And this is Toulouse, my companion. We are sent down to check on the operations. As you know, Grand Randy is quite displeased, and he will not allow you to undertake such a valuable task on your own.
That's
you think
right.
he would send you without oversight? Toulouse, can you believe this?
No, I can't, Gavin.
Wow. So, okay, friend. So do I get a roll against friend, or do I just become your friend?
It's on me, and it just gives me advantage on charisma checks.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to make that charisma check, and I'll give you advantage on it. It is a deception, or I would take a performance too, because you're doing a pretty damn good job of it.
Thank you. We'll go with the deception.
Cool.
Oops, with advantage. Here we go.
But you get the advantage. Yeah, at a 23. Yeah, he's like, they said something about them sending a team down there to go clean out some of the problems in Grunrundy's resting place.
That's us.
Yes, of course, it's been dealt with, obviously. Do you think we would leave such a thing undone?
Oh, well, my last time I checked, it hasn't been completed. There's still, piles of the little buggers down there.
I put up a finger and halt him. Hold on. Are you dumping all the gold in the tribute?
Well, yes, of course. That's
No. You're not to dump all the gold. Oh my God! If we are so unlucky, Grand Randy will have us all stop immediately. Pack up those bags. Put them by the wall.
Oh, but why? He likes them smelted down first. And, they're kind of like, okay. Like, they're all in it because they believe you for some reason, but they're like, this is not how it's supposed to go.
Once again, Toulouse, explain to this man, please. I'm tired of dealing with idiots.
Of course, Gavin, as I look at a super exotic sounding high elf named Gavin.
It's Gavin. It's Gavin.
Gavin. Yes, thank you, Gavin. You see, whilst Grunrundy does enjoy much of it smelted down, we are saving much of the other gold for a special purpose. Evil laugh with me.
In fact, we brought a few Frenchmen, not henchmen. Sorry, not.
I'm the Frenchman.
I'm sorry. What did you say? A freshman?
I'm the Frenchman here in my outfit, as you can see.
Some henchmen of our own. Come on, quickly. Bring this gold back to the stores, and I call back to the group.
Yes, bring the gold away.
Yeah, you
Get
guys.
rid of it before
Slaves.
You guys hear him call at you, and they don't seem to be bothered necessarily. They have kind of talked these very wary collectors into believing that you guys are actually this cleanup team that's supposed to go into Grunrundy's stream and clean it.
Wait, I yell back in common. Yes, master.
Commitment to the bit. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, yes, master. Oh, yes.
He's a real role player.
As you guys, you're able to like move the bags and kind of do what he says. And they're, well, I mean, if you guys are, I guess you're going to take them down direct. Is that what I'm hearing?
Would you like to ask questions, or would you like to continue breathing?
No, we've got more gold to collect upstairs. We'll do your business. And the three of them, or the four of them, as they're, walk off down their tunnel towards their district that leads direct to their district. And you guys are left standing in this empty room staring at this beautiful fresco painting on the ceiling of Grunrundy, which is a giant, ancient gold dragon, breathing fire, and the simple empty well in the middle.
I'm not saying I pocket all the gold that they've just left unattended.
But I pocket all the gold they just left.
Unattended.
You guys managed to collect about 3 bags worth. They've already dumped about 4 of them. Each bag is valued at about 1,500 gold.
I know.
And I ask, why did you not let them destroy the gold?
I think it's better in our hands.
Gold's gold, friend.
Is it not See, we could use the gold to buy things.
You'd
in exchange of money for goods and services.
It is capitalism at its finest.
Yes, supply and demand, and drip down economics.
down.
They trickle back down. Yes. Back down
that works.
Please.
You bloody fool! I say no, you bloody fools.
Well, then I will take your share.
I mean, we can just split
I
it
take the
5
bag
ways.
that I collected, and I just like
4 ways.
I hand it to Fergus, but I like drop it in his arms.
Oh yeah, it's heavy. It's real heavy. And you guys are
bigger than him.
Yeah. You guys are able to take about 750 gold apiece from what was kind of collected.
Yeah, they can have my share. I'm not going for
Oh, great. So really by 5, you guys go to get more than that because there's about 4,500 like gold pieces there. I mean, so like 900 a pop or so.
I mean, I'd argue Finbar's incorporeal. He doesn't get the money.
He doesn't actually.
He's not here.
You might.
There's 4 people.
Are you guys having this argument in front of him?
That, and if you would, then I would have to
1,125 each.
bring this up to the rest of our friends here about your true nature. So I will be taking this back to my real form.
So yeah, you guys are able to collect your gold, and you're standing in a room that has about 12 entryways or so in it, minus the one that you came through, which leaves you with about 11 of them to choose from in this like cylindrical giant rotunda room. But Solo, because you were communicating with the guy, he did point down one particular hallway when he said talking to you about fixing the problem and cleaning Grunrundy's sleeping chamber, one in particular. So you can only assume that that's the direction if you want to go that way.
I imagine the guy also pointed upstairs, with the exact route upstairs leads to the rest of the gold.
Yeah, you could also tell the one that they exited through, which by the writings above each entryway leads to specific districts, individual districts.
Okay. So, it looks like we've gotten gold, plus, and we have several routes to get out of here. Which probably is a good idea. We've tried our luck as far as it'll probably go. As long as we can find our way back up to the surface, we'll be able to spend this gold on various different pieces of underwear and equipment from my store.
Goods and services, yes.
Which presumably you're all going to. Do I, of course I don't, this is a ridiculous question. Do I have any idea about which entrance might lead back up to my underwear store?
Well, you do know that your underwear store would be in the fashion district,
which you were banned from.
You could, yes, which you were banned from, which you could rightfully assume, like based upon like the individual numbers, districts, and the little signs above, like the fashion district is this way. They went down the antiques district. And as you guys are kind of standing there in the middle, you begin to hear the convening of voices once again, and people are beginning to come down the hallways from each of the individual districts, groups of about 4 or 5 apiece.
All of them?
From all of the hallways?
As if they're coming to convene at this point.
Yeah.
I don't think that trick will work again.
No, we need to go to the fashion district, which is this tunnel here. We need to get past 5 of them.
This comes perfectly with my plan. We want to save Doug, and Grunrundy's holding Doug, so if we go down that hole, we can go and see Grunrundy and get him to convince to release Doug, and we avoid other people.
Almost none of those things are true. Now,
I run towards where Grunrundy's grave is, just for the fact to hide.
Yeah, so you head down that hallway. It is a little bit darker. You can tell like the group of people coming in are holding like torches and things as they're coming down. And the fashion district one, there are people coming your direction. Everybody's kind of, like I said, coming into the room. And yeah, you're able to run that direction. Roll me a stealth and let's see if you can hide in the shadows, friend.
All right. And an illusion as well. I'm doing the same thing I did earlier, but I'm going to get on the ground and roll myself into a ball.
Yeah, you're able to kind of like hide off into the shadow. There's like an angle of shadow that you're able to hide in. And you guys see him kind of like tuck and dive down this hallway.
I'm gonna.
And then they see me change color.
I'm gonna move to the door we came from and just gonna lean against like the doorway.
Okay.
Kind of look like I'm cleaning my nails or whatever.
Look nonchalant. Good.
You're gonna act nonchalant. Okay.
Yep.
Anybody else want to tell me what you're doing as all of these people enter the room?
I'm not gonna lie. I would like to roll a saving throw to see if I don't just stand there like a deer in the headlights.
Okay, sure. Yeah. I would take a wisdom probably save or an intelligence save to like do something.
That's fine too.
At 22, yeah. Yeah, you get a, you're like, I should move. If you want to stay, you can always make a choice to stay. But yeah, your gut instinct is telling you need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, I rolled for it. I'll commit. So I would just, is there like where they're smelting everything down? Is it like a big apparatus kind of thing where I can like hide?
There's nothing in this room that hints at a smelter. You can very quickly look down the hole, and from the light coming down, you can imagine that they're dumping the gold, and the smelting room is below you.
Is it very hot in this hole, or can I like hide in the hole?
I mean, if you want to give me I would take an athletics check to like put yourself in the hole. You're welcome to do that if that's the action you want to take. Make that athletics roll. If you fall, though, good luck.
I'm a monk though, so like advantage or something stupid.
That's true. I mean, on this one, okay, whoo, yeah, you're able to hop in, and you basically yourself into the walls, of it. You guys see him do this,
and as he does that, like I slightly get out of my ball form, look at Fergus, and motion him over.
Fergus knows that he can't turn into rocks.
You're a forest gnome, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, then you have the illusion.
Yeah. He never uses illusion. So instead, he's gonna go and jump on the guy who's just made a nice hidey hole in the hole. He's just gonna go and jump on his back.
Okay.
I just kind of assume they're both dead now.
Yeah, so
genuinely.
Yeah, you guys come in. So Fergus, you need to oh god.
Yeah, we're gonna go secret run.
You're basically gonna go into grapple with him. So I need you to make Bruce, you're gonna make a strength save for the weight of Fergus on your back. He's not terribly heavy, but
I count as larger for carrying capacity.
Okay.
So this shouldn't affect me at all.
Okay, great. Then Fergus, I need you to make a dex to hang on.
I can't save you if you don't catch me though. I don't know you're coming. Oh God!
Am I close enough to grab Fergus?
No. Once he's down the hole, and he basically at a 7, he is only hanging on to the end of your foot. He slides all the way down your body and pulls at your pants or whatever you're wearing until he is just hanging on by your foot. And Fergus, you're dangling above the smelting room below.
Well, watch your head down there, buddy.
Literally below you is a giant pile of gold coins at about 100 feet down.
I don't recommend looking up.
And melting.
Well, it's not in the smelter. It's just the pile of coin that's right underneath you. Where there's they've got to shovel it into the smelter, so it's just the coin pile.
Well, then bye, Fergus.
Bruce is gold soft. Bruce.
All right, who hasn't taken action? Because they are literally about to enter the hole.
Finbar and Salah.
The two of us. What do you want to do, Salah?
Oh, you guys gonna just stay out?
I'll turn to Finbar. I'll say, I guess it's just you and me again, friend. Follow me, and I pull close to between two of the archways.
Okay.
And cast Pass Without a Trace.
Onwards to glory.
So you guys can cast it on yourself, and really, I actually think it'll probably get Jacobo too if you want to make a stealth. And anybody in the space, but the two of you make stealth.
I'm not really hiding. I'm just kind of.
Yeah, that's fine if you want to be out in the open. That's cool.
Yeah.
Am I close enough where I could get not advantage, but the effect of that Pass Without a Trace?
Yeah, absolutely. So a 17. Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, all of you actually, the two of you inside as well get it. Kelric gets it, definitely hiding in the shadows, the kind of span area. Yeah, so you guys didn't nat, so basically with the Pass Without Trace, you guys are all kind of hidden. Jacobo being the only one that's like chilling out in the open.
By the way, Jacobo, if they start attacking you, I will not help because you did this to yourself.
So you see it. Collection or groups of the collectors begin entering from individual districts. Jacobo entering, and they are kind of convening and talking as if this is a pretty normal thing. They all enter the room, each of them carrying bags of gold as if this is a pretty normal thing. And they don't all enter at the same time. It doesn't feel like necessarily a ceremony, but that it is a meeting or convening that's beginning to take place. And the hallway next to you, Jacobo, comes out of it these drow women in black leather, clad in black leather, about 5 of them. And one of them, noticing you, just like slowly turns her head and she says, "I'm sorry. Are you lost?"
No, I'm actually waiting. My group was supposed to be here. They're gone.
Well, no, all the groups are accounted for. There are, of course, We are the collectors. Would you like to roll an insight?
What happened to the group? The group that was here when we got here?
They have already left. It looks like maybe they showed up early.
Okay. Did I see which door they went through?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can totally tell which door they went through. They didn't try to hide that. They just went back to their district.
Which door did they go through? Is what I'm asking.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you can point if that's what you're asking, but it's basically the antiques market is the one they went back through.
I just was mostly here to let you know that the antiques have already dropped their gold. They left some time ago.
Oh, well. One of the woman extra says, that's unlike them to be early, and to leave without staying for the final ceremony, but I know that it's busy.
It's why they left me behind.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Well, great. If you've dumped your gold, just have a seat. You'll catch on, I guess. And she's kind of like very confused as to why they would have sent you in their place, but the antiques people are kind of funky, so she's not terribly questioning, but she's kind of eyeballing you. And they begin dumping bags of gold down the well.
Breaks my heart.
I'm gonna drop 100 gold just as like kind of an additional offering.
Yeah, okay.
Store. Just kind of like see if that helps me out in any way.
Yeah, this kind of gruff man with a greasy like shirt on, kind of big and rough goes, well, that's real nice of you. You don't have to do that. You probably already paid them taxes.
It's Rufus.
Well, they didn't look too pleased with me when I was here, so better not mess with that.
And never wants to upset Grunrundi. I hope they went down there and cleaned his tomb.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He gets very upset if the poop isn't removed.
I'm not sure if we did that. Was it Artin this time?
I'm sorry?
Was it Artin this time, or?
No, they're kind of... He looks and goes, and who are you again?
Oh, I'm a new enforcer. They just left me behind this time.
Right. You just don't look like an antiques collector. Maybe they're just finally getting better style. Says the man with the greasy shirt on and like
a huge
I just kind of shrug, and I'm tired muscle. I'm not necessarily...
Yeah. So you stand here and watch. Now, the two of you down the well, I need you to very quickly make a con save because they are dumping pounds of gold on your head.
Con?
I mean, I take a strength because it's also maybe like push you down, but it's the hitting of it on the head to make sure that you don't let go.
I mean, technically, whoever Fergus is holding on to, if they fail, then Fergus
That's
is
true.
Fucked already.
But Fergus is also taking a beating from the coins dropping below him, so I would like both of you to roll. Con, you're good. You're good, Fergus.
I still have some tricks up my sleeve.
Yeah, and even with your sickness, I mean, this is a lot of gold, Fergus, as it's like pouring down you. This is like Scrooge McDuck, like duck style, like diving into the pit.
Can I try and like open my coat a little bit and like try and just like try and find a way to
scoop it? Yeah, you're not very successful. You manage to get like one or two like down your shirt and into your pants and stuff, but like you can't like hang on and like dodge it and get it all. It's just like, and he's beginning to like wiggle at your feet as he's trying to catch it. Now, Bruce, what do roll the con.
It is con.
Sorry. It is going to be a con, and I'll tell you why in a second.
I will luck. I'm lucking that.
Okay, you're gonna. I was about to say, at a nat 1.
17.
Okay, at a 17. At a 17, this urge comes over you, staring at this much gold, like pouring down your body to just let go and collect it all. Like greed starts to like take hold of you. And you manage to like overcome that, knowing that if you let go, you and Fergus are done. So you will be flat pancakes at the bottom of the smelter or the smelting room. And you hear from up top, they finish dumping the gold. It kind of stops, like a single coin like hits you on the head. Those of you in hiding are able to witness. They all kind of hold hands in a giant circle. They mutter a few words and then they all break. And on their way out, they stop and talk to Jacopo, and he says, "Well, it's all done." He slaps him on the back and says, "Go tell them that the offering's been made."
Absolutely. I start heading, but I just don't go super far.
So you want to deceive them? Roll a deception.
Yeah, deception. Where's my...
He's an angel. They can't lie.
Hey, it's not bad.
Oh, at a 17, yeah, you're able to be like, psych, and like move back into the room as they all kind of dissipate. Now,
he walks out and then moonwalks back in.
But, yeah. And those of you in hiding are welcome to come out, but the two down the well are while they're down the well.
I'm gonna release the illusion and immediately run over the side and try and grab.
I'm gonna
either
try and
Fergus or
help them as well.
whoever-
I casually walk in and I look down the well. And I say to Fergus, in Gnomish, of course, I told you to come over to me. Look what you've done now.
Fergus.
Yeah,
So Fergus will just kind of suck her onto the side of the well using his mimic shoes and just walk up really casually, like.
But you only have. I was gonna say you only have one.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
it's more like inchwormy. It's like.
Yes.
I'll grab one of Bruce's arms.
You could do this the whole time.
Cool. So why don't Jacobo and Salo, since you guys both kind of reached in to grab Bruce and Fergus is helping you, you guys can roll that strength on advantage to pull them out.
Strength check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, while they roll that,
Just a strength check?
Yeah, it's just a pull strength. Yep, great.
Oh,
perfect.
and a 21 with.
Between the both of you, you guys like nailed that. You guys are able to like, and Fergus like comes with you. You hear the mouth of the mimic. She like off the wall where it was like suckering up, and you guys hit the floor. Kind of drop them on the floor of this room as you stare up at the ceiling. And Fergus, you begin to get this feeling wash over you that it's not even just the sickness anymore. Something's in your mind, and it begins to kind of like whisper to you dark nothings as it in Draconic. And you don't speak Draconic, do you?
No.
Okay, great. It starts to whisper to you in Draconic, and you guys can see that he's clearly like hearing something in this room. And before you know it, because this is of course a dream, the floor collapses below you. All of you fall through deep, almost in this black. Yay, we're falling again. You fall, and they all begin to kind of like dissipate into the background as Fergus, you hit rock bottom, and you don't necessarily take damage as much as it knocks the wind out of you, because what you've landed on is a floor of solid gold coins, and as far as your eye can see, for the whole giant cavern is filled with gold coins. I mean, like mounds and mounds and mounds of them. And yeah, you hear Finbar whisper over your shoulder in his maid's costume, and you guys both, for the first time, have a look at Grunrundy's resting place. It's got these giant pillars that touch the ceiling that are holding it up, and from what you can see, you don't see any. You don't see Grunrundy at this point in time. But I am gonna have both of you quickly roll a perception.
Oh boy.
Ooh, at an 18. Ooh, and a 24. So, at an 18, Fergus, you see at the far end of the room, there is a door, and above it, scribbled in red blood, it says, exit.
Oh.
This is the first actual exit sign you've ever seen in Grunrund, in the Galleria. Now, you also see this Finbar, but more than that, there's one giant mound of gold in particular, and we're talking probably 40 foot by 40 foot, and it reaches high into the sky. It's gemstones and gold pieces and just offering after offering. A lot of it has been melted down, and it's kind of melting at the base of it like chocolate does. And you see that the mound is...
Oh, that's a pulsating mound.
Yep, and it's almost like the mound itself is breathing.
Over there.
Bimbo, I found an exit. Look,
Shut
look.
up, you idiot.
And as you say that, the mound kind of like shakes and shrugs, and Grunrundy emerges from this mound of gold that he's been sleeping under. And you see that not all of the gold falls off of him, that he has been submerged in this gold for so long that it's actually merged itself to his skin, that his skin and scales have welded with the gold. And it looks directly at you, Fergus, and says, "I'm coming for you." And blackout, and you wake up to the sound of Ari smacking your face. Fergus!
Ow.
Fergus!
Ow.
Wake up! Right?
Oh.
And that's where we'll end today's episode.
Hey, nice.
And I didn't even have to total party kill you!
Hey.
Yay!
Always a bonus for us.
All right, a bonus.
Awesome.
Yep.
Great job, great stuff, everybody. Well, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of the Great Galleria of Grunrundy. If you enjoyed the show, let us know, my friends. And if you haven't signed up to play yet, you got to do it. You got to come play with us. we're coming up to the end of the series. We're booking well ahead all the way up to June at the moment, so make sure you get in early for our next season of viewer games here on the West Marches series. So get on in, play some games with us. You're going to have some good times. If, of course, you enjoyed the show, hit a follow button and join us to catch all the rest of our shows here in Encounter Roleplay. The next time that you'll be seeing us, myself and Chelsea in particular, will be on Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern on Learn by Play, the show that we run every Saturday on the Wizards of the Coast D&D channel. So join us over there on Saturday. But yeah, it's been a great one. Let's go around the cast and crew. Did we enjoy ourselves? Where can we find you guys online? Chelsea, great job today. What do you think?
Yeah, as always, I had a blast, and I've been full of energy. I'm going out to get drinks after. So I've been in a really good mood, so thanks for hanging out. I know it was kind of a weird episode and like timeline merging and characters molding, but I thought it would be fun to give another view of Grunrundy before we dive into the last few episodes of this season. So thanks for hanging out. If you like what I'm putting down, there's a few places you can see me. First off, follow my Twitter, little_Reddit_dot. Literally, I keep a schedule up of all the many places that I play constantly throughout the week. This week, I've actually hit 5 days of gameplay. I'll have played all 5 days this week, starting Wednesday moving forward. So today, catch me here. Tomorrow, actually, I start a 4-week show playing through a dungeon crawl. Actually, Tomb of Horrors has been updated for 5e, so I'm playing through that. You can check all those links out on my Twitter. Saturday, like Will said, I'll be at Learn by Play, and Sunday I'm actually guesting over and playing underneath old Scrap there for a little April Fool's Day shenanigans. So you can come see me actually play instead of DM over there. When I'm not actively doing this, constantly rolling dice on Twitter, I have a podcast called North by Northwest that I help produce. You can go check that out as well.
Great stuff. Thank you, Chelsea. Let's go around in reverse order. Let's start with Shambazzle. Dan, what do you think, my friend?
Hey, thank you. Always such an awesome time getting together and rolling dice with y'all. Chelsea, it's really cool to take you from a familiar name in chat to a face on the screen. And just what an awesome job. Like that's
Thanks,
as a GM, it's not an easy task, and you just handled it masterfully. A lot of great fun. Will and the ERP crew, of course, thanks for bring me on. It's always a pleasure with you guys. I'm Shambazzle Games, aka Brad. I Twitch stream mainly D&D content. I do a little bit of gaming on the side, but most of my I leave the actual play to the pros here at ERP. Most of my stuff is focused on the DM side, the mechanics of the game. We talk about challenges at the table and all that kind of good stuff too. It's a great live interactive environment, so you can find me there at Shambazzle Games or on Twitter at Shambazzle Games as well. One word, all my details go out through there. And yeah, hope to see you guys again real soon. It's been a blast. Thanks.
Absolutely, go follow Sham, and congrats again on your 1 year on Twitch, my friend. That's an excellent landmark. Great stuff. We'll skip Super Wars King. He looks like he's in the middle of a conversation. Let's go straight down to Jack Verdi now.
Hey, yeah, this was hella fun. I'm not as prolific at these guys. If you want to find me, just look me up as this on your preferred website. I'll probably be there that way. Mostly you'll be looking at shit posts from me. So, have fun with that. Yeah, that's
Great
basically
stuff.
it.
Thank you, my friend. Let's go to Super Wasp King. Looks like he's back. Super Wasp King, do you enjoy yourself? Where can we find you online, my friend?
Oh, it's been fucking amazing, Will. After all this time, like,
Yeah.
it's good. Like, I doubt I'll ever make it to main cast, but still, like, it's been great. I'm not sure if I want to say where you can find me because the group that I am with are kind of extremely offensive, as in, like, when it comes to what they say, they do not go against any political thing, like along with any of them. They will say what is on their mind, without a filter. So fuck it, I'll do it anyway. You can find me as a part of the group Not Appropriate Gamers. If you are all right with words that are extremely offensive and racist, don't. If you
probably not. Probably a no from me.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to hear, like, shit like that, just.
I'm sure it's available. I'm sure that kind of thing is available wherever you may wish to find it. Great stuff. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, that's it. Great stuff. Thank you, Scaraticus. Same question for you, my friend.
Oh, hi. First of all, I always love playing Fergus, not only because he is the most beautiful character of saying exactly the wrong thing at exactly the right time, or totally ignoring what anyone else wants to do and just doing something entirely stupid instead, which is why I love him. But also, it's always a pleasure playing under you, Chelsea. Like, I can get away with that because you can handle it. So,
Thanks.
but I am Straticus. I am Straticus. I am on the internet. I'm a Google search, guys. Put Straticus in and I come up everywhere. Sunday. That's an important day to get right. Sunday is my academy thing, which is my planned stream for this weekend. Doing 12 hours of D&D, 4 one-shots. I'll be DMing one with Chelsea, Tool School, Kienna, and Alice at 3 p.m. And there's others around it. Apart from that, I'm probably just going to do a bunch of improv one-shots between now and Monday at random times because, hey, why not? Other than that, you can find my regular campaigns on Monday, Friday, and here on Thursdays. So that's me.
Great stuff. And last but not least, Ishman.
Hi, I'm Grant House, Ishman223 on Twitch and Twitter. I don't stream, but I'm on like 10 different channels. So just keep watching Will's channel. You'll find people like Chelsea. You'll find people like Tosswall. You'll find people like Anna, Cyber Pizza. A bunch of really good people. I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this character a whole lot. He is probably the only good character I've ever played. Everyone else is a little shit.
Great stuff. Thank you, Richmond. Thank you all of you guys for coming along and playing today. It's been a great fun. As always, if you guys want to join in, play on the great Galleria, we've got Rundy, one of our other seasons coming up here in Encounter Roleplay. Exclamation Point Play, you can come and join every Thursday or on these video games. Have done for the best part of 3 years now, so it's been an honor to play with so many people. But until next time, my friends, try not to throw too many nat ones. We're going to be laughing when you do. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.